How are you?
I'm doing great.
It's great to have you back.
Thank you.
You look like you're ready for summer.
I am.
Fit, tan, ready to go.
Ready.
You know, occasionally I look at your Facebook page.
Yeah.
And if I were to base your character on your Facebook page, I would say you're adventurous, spontaneous, and you love fitness. Accurate?
Yes.
Yeah. There's an actual application that looks into your Facebook page and analyzes you as a person, and it's a Berkeley startup called Five Labs. They released that tool this week that analyzes your language and personal information from Facebook and then spits out a map of the qualities that define who you are. It looks like it analyzes your writing style and language. I took the test. It linked to my profile, and in seconds it determined that I was restless, inventive, efficient, analytical, and reserved. Those I would agree with, but I scored an 84% on neuroticism, which means I have a tendency to experience unpleasant emotions such as anger, anxiety, depression, and vulnerability. That is not true. That is not who I am. But LeBron James scored an 85%, so we have that in common. Okay. Me and LeBron apparently are vulnerable to that.
Okay.
And then I scored a 35% on agreeableness, which means I am not very compassionate and tend to be uncooperative, which also means I'm not very well-tempered. Again, I disagree with those assertions, but what do you think about people's Facebook pages and what it says about who they are?
Well, first of all, you sent me this link, and I didn't want to do it on my own page because of the whole privacy thing. So that freaks me out.
Yeah, it freaked me out too, but I did it anyway.
Right, right. And I always see it like on the side banner or advertisements, you know, it always pertains to me, and it's like, get out of my head, how are you, understanding who I am. But I think it's hard to, with the posts that I do, it's all over the place, like you said. I'm at the gym, my workouts, work, the dance team. A lot of it is business more than personal stuff. So I feel like it's hard to base.
Mine too, and that's why I thought that was totally off, because on my page it's really just about these segments. So I don't know how it determined that, but anyway, if you want to do that, you just go to the Five Labs webpage and you can take the test. Labs.5.com is the webpage. You know, on Facebook, a lot of people, if you're talking about couples and a guy's wife or girlfriend gets pregnant, he will post, "We are pregnant." You know, we're pregnant. The guy will say that. Don't say that to Mila Kunas.
Stop saying we're pregnant. You're not pregnant. Are you crying alone in your car listening to a stupid Bette Midler song? No.
So she went into this whole deal on Jimmy Kimmel where she talked about that. She does not like that term. And you know what? I don't like that term either. It's not something that I would say. How do you feel about that as a woman when a guy says, we're pregnant, when you're the one that's going through that whole process?
I agree with that. First of all, I think when you're up to battle with a pregnant woman, you're not going to win anyways. But I agree if you're saying, oh, we're pregnant. No, we're not. I'm pregnant. I have this baby inside of me. You don't even know what it's like. But I think when it's like, I would want somebody to say, we're having a baby. To me, to me that signifies, okay, we're in this together.
But we are not pregnant.
We're not pregnant, but we are expecting, you know, instead of saying, oh no, she's pregnant, she's having a baby, she's expecting. Okay, are you not doing this with me? Like,
although in that video, Mila Kunas showed up at the very end with a bunch of other pregnant ladies holding ice cream. Who gets you that ice cream at 2 in the morning when you're craving it? The guy.
The guy.
Exactly.
Right. That's what I'm saying. You can't win.
I can kind of see where they're coming from, but just be careful with that term. We want to end with this, and this has to do with a guy who had a lot of time on his hands at McCarran International Airport in Las Vegas. When he was stuck there, he decided to be a little creative with his iPhone and make his own music video. Take a look. Yeah, so that's Richard Dunn. He voluntarily bumped himself off 2 Delta flights leaving Las Vegas and spent the night at the airport. He didn't have enough time to get a hotel or hit a blackjack table. He had a 6 a.m. flight the next day, so that's how he spent his evening making that video. I will say he probably saved himself a lot of money because, as you know, flying through Las Vegas, if you have a lot of time on your hands, what do? You hit the slots.
Right, and the machines.
You know, it's a good video. It's very creative.
It was very creative. I watched this the other day, and He kind of lost me halfway through because it is just him there singing, you know. So I got
Goes a little long,
little bored
yeah.
with it. But I kept thinking, there's no way he's by himself. The shots that he's getting, how is that possible? And then I read how he did it. You know, hooking it up to suitcases and putting it on the people mover. I mean, it was incredible.
It's amazing what you can do.
Yeah, very creative.
With the
I thought it was
cameras. Yeah, Dan, what do you think? Are you all by yourself?
Personally, I like the Eric Carmen version more than the Celine Dion.
Oh.
So I think he chose the wrong version of the song.
Right.
Then there's that.